Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the URPWJ Jackson, and you're welcome to WJ Series. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second live segment I'm ever having in WJ Series. So I'm going to be trying more of the live shows, live segment to actually talk to you guys on some important things. Now, today I'll be talking about topics, three topics to educate families and also married couples. Now, the first one is general. Now, it's about lifting you. Now, many of you have actually prayed. You've asked God, Father, hey, I want this, I want that. Things have been tough. I want a new beginning. But the truth is, God heard you the first time. Whenever you make a prayer, whenever you say something to God, He hears you. But the truth is, being omnipresent and being the Ancient of Days, He might not give you exactly what you are asking for. Because the truth is that you're not ready. You might be asking for something now, but the truth is you're not ready. And you don't even know that you're not ready. Okay, example, you're asking for money. You're asking for God to open doors for you. You want more money. But the truth is, you don't even know yourself around money. If you get this money that you are asking for, what would you do with it? Many of us think we know what we want. That if, for example, now you're asking for 100 million. Now, if God gives you that 100 million, will you be disciplined enough to handle that 100 million and you will not mess up yourself? Or if you're being given that 100 million, are you sure that you will look at that 100 million and put deep hand into that money and affect lives? You know, many of us get so stingy with our little. You get money right now, you know if you share them, you know if you give anybody. Upon you know that people around you are suffering. Look at our politicians today. Many of them are criminals and thieves. Many of them are wicked and heartless. The truth is that they prayed for an opportunity to have more capacity to have wealth. But now that they have this wealth, they can't even help a common beggar. People are suffering left, right, and center. Most of our politicians you see, if you check their history, many of them came from poor homes. They didn't have money. They never knew they will have this kind of money they have right now. And now that God have blessed them, they have turned to tyrants, and they've even turned to being devils in the lives of people. They are even making people around them to ask their God, where are you? And this was somebody that from the beginning was like, God, if you give me this money, I will help these people. I will train these people in school. I will help healthcare. I will help my siblings. I will help this person. Now the money has come. Even when they tell you somebody close to you is dying, because you don't want to touch, you don't want to remove 500,000 from your 100 million, because if you remove 500,000 from your 100 million, it becomes 99,500,000. And because of that, you leave that person to die. That is the problem we are facing. So you as a person, you do not know if you have the capacity to handle wealth. Yes, I could speak. A lot of things that are going on wrong with our country is because of stinginess and greed. So you now that is asking God, Father, give me money, let me help my family, give me money, let me help my children. God in heaven knows that if He give you that money, you'll be wicked. So He will leave you to pass through some training so that you will groom yourself. You will pass through some certain things. Many of you that have good ideas, good aspirations, good vision of helping people, God knows that you are not ready. Sometimes He will send you through prison. Sometimes he will send you through hardship. The more you are praying for breakthrough, he will send you through more hardship so that you will understand that there are people at this level. So that when he bless you, you will not become a thorn in people's flesh. Look at people that are saying that, let me be governor, let me be president, let me be House of Rep, let me be House of Assembly, make me a councillor, make me a local government chairman. Now that they are at that position they have been praying for, what have they done? What have they done? Everyone, now let me pick a case study. Everyone is criticizing VDM. Everyone is criticizing Very Dark Man. But the truth is that guy is speaking the truth. And it will hurt. You know, the truth hurts. People hate VDM right now because the guy is saying the truth. And let me even go out of the way to say that if you know you value our country, let us protect those that are saying the truth, that are thinking about the future of our children. Even we self, we get pikin, we are scared for our children in this country. So that is just to end it to say that for those of you that are praying right now that, Father, give me money, give me prosperity, bless me. You have to understand that your blessings will be attached to lives of innocent people. Will you be able to see or hear that somebody is dying and you will touch that money that is meant for your contract and help that life? Would you see schools that are that are destroyed and say no, that you want to help to build these schools? Will you see corruption among your mates and say no, this is bad? We have to help these people because people are suffering. Would you say no, we need to help the poor? Would you look at your community and look at people instead of building a big mansion? Will you look at people's homes and say, no, these children that are out of school, they need to go to school. Let me pay the school fees. Will you do that? You are praying for money now. If God gives you that money, would you be able to also be humble with that wealth? Would you be able to respect your elders? Would you be able to still listen to your parents? Will you be able to still recognize elders in your community and listen to them and give them their respect? Will you be able to see your mates and still respect them despite the fact that they are not your level financially? You that is begging for money now, that you want God to give you money. Would you be able to be a blessing to the lives of millions instead of being a tyrant? Look at the way things are right now. Many of the people that are causing these things are people that pray to God and say, God blessed me. And he just gave you a little blessing. And now you have turned out to be even worse than the devil himself. So please, when you are praying for something, prepare your mind that it comes with responsibility. There is a saying that says, great power comes great responsibility. If you are made a leader today, or if you are being empowered with millions of dollars, thousands of dollars, billions of naira, would you be able to help people? Would you be able to bring yourself down and come down from your high horse and help people? Would you do that? Until you're ready to walk with the blessing God will give you, don't ask for it. Don't bother, it won't come. So that is why sometimes when you pray for something, God is not deaf, heaven is not deaf. They heard you. God heard you. He heard what you said. But the truth is that it's waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan to release it to you so that you will not become a thorn, a terror in the flesh of innocent people. That is what we are facing in our country right now. So, number 2, let me focus on married couples, right? Being lifted up was number 1. Now, number 2 is honoring your spouse. Now, I want to focus on men. I will still come to women, but let me start with men. Now, men, How many of you that are married today that still respect your wife? How many of you men that still honor your wife? Yes, when you were chasing after her, you knew that she was the woman of your dreams, or different circumstances surrounded your getting engaged or getting married. People got married for different reasons. Some got married because the girl came from a wealthy home. Some got married because out of pity and sympathy. I've been dating this girl for 8 years, for 7 years. What will people say? Some got married because of maybe they were dating and a child came on the way and they said, okay, I'll get married. Some got married because of career. You want to marry a doctor, you want to marry a nurse, you want to marry a girl who is overseas. All those things, you looked into it and said, in this present situation, this present dispensation of this country, it's better I secure my future in marrying such person. Because of that, you fall into trouble. Now, when you get married and you have had lots of those material things, you get tired. You begin to see the person for who she is. That is why I actually posted something on one of our handles that it is better to love who you marry than marry who you love. Yes, it is better to love who you marry than marry who you love. Because if you marry who you love, and at the long run, you get tired of tolerating the bad attitude and the bad character, what happens? You fall out of love. But when you are married and you now decide that I will love this because I have won the ring, there is no going back. I will just learn how to love this person. You discover that you have solved 80% of your problem because you have decided to love the person's weakness, love the person's failure, and love every other thing about the person and make sure that both of you will grow together as one. Now, men, I have discovered lately that many of you don't value your wives anymore. Yes, and it happens to most men that are promiscuous. You know that you can't stay with one woman. And because of that, you don't respect your wife anymore. Let me remind you, men, my guys, my fellow guys, make I remind you now. For those of you who get picky, in every home, every woman is in charge of the children. I repeat, in every home, that investment of your marriage is the children you have. I beg to tell you that in every home, the woman is in charge of the children. Whether you like it or not, women are in charge. Why? There is a reason God said, I will raise thee a helpmeet. Men don't have the capacity to help themselves. Men, we are leaders. We know how to hustle. If you read your Bible, starting from Adam, Adam was walking. Now, so we have the capacity to walk, but we do not have the capacity to manage what we have labored for. That is where women come into play. We know how to plant a seed in women, but we don't know how to cultivate that seed, how to groom that seed. No man has the capacity to take care of children effectively as women. That is why I said it's better you marry who you love than love who you marry. That is, it's better to love who you marry than marry who you love. Now, let me break this down. Do you know that when you go out to work, or maybe your wife goes about her business, if you check, let's check statistics, mothers spend more time with their children than fathers. If you check statistics, men spend less than 20% with their children. Women spend 80% and above with her children. You are thinking about provision. She's thinking about how to manage and grow the family. So when you don't respect and honor your wife, it will come back to bite you through your children. She will use the children to torment you. How? She will begin to compete explain to your children as they grow, see what your father is doing. Women have a way of communicating more effectively with her children than we men, because we don't always have time. It's only when there are difficult scenarios that, for example, our sons want to ask, they can come to daddy and say, Daddy, during your time, how did you handle this? How did you handle that? And maybe our daughters will come and just play with us a little bit. But where do they learn? They learn more from the women. I mean, they listen more from the women. So my advice for you as a husband, as a father, is that you should try as much as possible to see your wife as a person. See your wife as a human being. See your wife as a woman with emotions. See your wife as a woman that needs attention. The more you love your wife, the more your children will love you. This is a very serious matter, because a lot of men have died due to high BP, heart attack, and different scenarios caused by either their wife or their children. If you honor your wife and you love your wife, at your difficult times, it will shock you what your wife can do to help you. Men, stop underestimating the woman you married. Women are dangerous. Women are dangerous. If it's just like a dog, you get a dog as a puppy, you raise the dog. The more you give your dog food, the more your dog will be loyal to you. The day you starve your dog and you come to touch your dog will bite you, you that is the owner. So I'm using that scenario because the more you love your wife, she gives you, women are like incubators. Women are like reservoirs. What you put in there will be the same output you get out of it. The more you invest a certain thing in your wife, that is what you get out of it. If you invest money in the life of your wife, when things are hard for you, she will give you back that investment you have invested in her. If you always talk to your wife and belittle her and tell her she's nothing, come on, get out. Let me be vulgar. You a useless woman. Come on, get out. Let look at you. You don't look good anymore. See you fat, horrible. You yab your wife. All those things you tell your wife, those things stays in their mind. Women remember more than men. Men, listen. Women remember the things you tell them more than the things they tell you. Your wife can insult you and finish you now. Highest 6 months, you have forgotten that thing your wife said, or 1 year or 2 years. But your wife can remember things you told her 25 years ago and tell you like a story exactly the way you told her. So be careful as a man, the way you speak to your woman. Be careful what you tell your wife, because if she tells your children exactly what you told her, the way you told her, and is negative, she will groom your children to have that in mind. Their father does not love their mother. And automatically, if your children see that you don't love their mother, your wife will turn it around and tell your children that you don't love them as well. There's a saying by the Americans: happy wife, happy life. I want to also encourage men. Try as much as possible to follow Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is one of my mentors. He does shows on relationship, family, business. He talks about things that actually really, really affects people. You can learn a lot from Steve Harvey on how to even manage women. Because let me tell you, if you think that women don't have emotions, you're making a mistake. You're making a huge mistake. Women are very, very powerful. They can either make you grow or they can be your demise. A woman can lift you from being nothing to being something at the top, even beyond your imagination. A woman can defend you when people are coming after you, or when you have people that want to take your life. Your wife can protect you. It will shock you how influential women are. It will shock you how powerful women are. Women are very strong. Now, I'm going to talk about the third thing. The third thing I want to talk about now, okay, before I end, now this thing I just spoke about, let me also tell them the women. See, this is the third topic now. The third topic is that if you're a married woman, your boss is not your boss in the office. Your first boss is your husband. Women, listen to me. One of the reasons you have chaos in your marriage is because you don't listen. You are a woman, but you see yourself as a man. And I want to blame parents now. If you're a parent, many of you didn't train your children well. Many of you messed up in the upbringing of your children, especially the girl child. Mothers, how many of you trained your children, especially your daughters, and you told your daughters that, see, when you get married, honor your husband, respect your husband? How many of you mothers that your daughters have come to report their husbands to you and you told them, go back, that is your husband? How many of you have told your daughter, that man, if he's beating you, that is violent marriage. You can come to us, we'll come in and we'll settle the matter. That one is unacceptable. But for your daughter to come and complain to you, my husband is doing this, my husband is doing that, my husband is beating me, my husband is not giving me this, he's not giving me that. You should let her know that there are ways to go around it. That is your husband. If he's talking to you and he's angry, shut up your mouth. That is a man that will be the father of your children. You have to give him respect. It's reciprocal. If you respect your husband, he will respect you. Many of you treat your husbands anyhow. It's bad. Let me tell you, many ladies out there are envious of you. Let me tell you, many ladies that are married, most of their friends are not married. That is why I always advise women, if you know you are married, try to reduce your relationship with your married women and come up with more relationship with married women, or better still, stay on your own. Because someone who is your mate, imagine you're 35 and you have another girlfriend who is 35 and she's not married. And she's like, I don't need marriage, I don't need a man. But your husband is talking to you like that. Why would he talk to you like that? If it's me, I won't take it. If it's me, I won't take it. Why would your husband talk to you like that and you kept quiet? My sister, the truth is that she's envious of you. If she's married, she won't tell you what she's telling you. Your husband is your boss. The Bible said so. It said, women, wives, be submissive to your husband. Submissiveness means be loyal, to come under somebody, to submit under somebody. For you to be loyal and be obedient and accept the orders that person gives to you, be submissive. But many of you are not submissive. You are offensive. Let me tell you what you will benefit when you are submissive to your husband. Do you know that if you are submissive to your husband, automatically you're in charge? Let me tell you something. Every man has ego. Every man has ego. No man likes to be ordered around by his wife. No man likes a challenging woman. Every man wants a wife, not a knife. When you see you've offended your husband, just keep quiet. If he's talking to you, say, baby, I'm sorry. You are passing a message to his mind that you are loyal. Any day you open your mouth once in a while and say, baby, I want this thing, he will do it for you. I am not talking about men that are promiscuous. I'm not talking about men that are womanizers. I am talking about a regular home with a hardworking man. If a man goes and instead of you to be submissive to your husband, after he has been bossed outside by his boss, how will you have a happy home? And some of you, let me tell you something. If you think you are making money, let me tell you, the crown on a woman's head is her husband, not money. You can be a billionaire and be a woman. But if you are not married, for those that have lost their husband, I sympathize with you. For those who are widows, I sympathize with you. I am not talking about you guys. Those of you that were loving and kind to your husband and you lost your husband in one circumstance or the other, I sympathize with you. But I'm talking about women that are so stubborn that because of the wealth they have no respect for the father of their children. Even if you guys don't have children yet, you have no respect for the man that married you. Let me shock you. If you don't respect the man you are married to now, is it when you get a divorce and you move to the other man that man will respect you? The man will really know your history. Let me tell you one thing about men. Before they marry a woman, they investigate. Are you sick? Just like when you are applying for a job, they ask you for your CV, they ask you for your resume. They check where you've worked before to know whether you have that discipline to sit at a place. They check how long you worked here. They check the remarks. They check the achievement and the acknowledgement and the reports, the recommendations that were given to you by that company. That is how men check and find out about your history before putting a ring on your finger. You have to be submissive. If your husband is violent and is beating you, I don't advise you to stay in that marriage. That's one. The URP, Double J Jackson, is not in support of any violent marriage. Find a way and get out before you kill him or he will kill you. Before both of you will buy each other. You have to be careful. Come out of violent marriage so that both of you don't buy each other. But if you are having minor problems like financial problem, unfaithfulness, a lousy husband, a lazy man, family issues, that is not enough for you to say you are ending the marriage, you want to move on. There is what we call prayer. Every man first is. If people can go to Babalawo, go and do juju to trap somebody, you can go to your knees, go to your Father in heaven in prayer and tell him to please arrest your husband. God will do it. Do you know why? He was the one who came and said he wants to marry you. I'm talking to women that were married, that you did not voodooize your husband to come and marry you. Your husband found you attractive. Either he got you pregnant, or he came to marry you, or he saw that you are rich, you have good money, or you have a good career, or maybe you came from a political family and he wanted to secure his future and he came to marry you genuinely. Go on your knees and say, God, arrest my husband. The things he's doing, please help him to stop. Let me also advise women. Let me tell you, if you consider your business and your boss in the office more than your husband, your boss that employed you will not respect you. If he pays you huge amount of salary and is telling you, a married woman, you must be here by 8 o'clock, you must do this, you must do that. Auntie, if you have a good gift, and you have a good talent, there is a reason you are still there, or else it would have fired you. One of the problems we have is that we are not ready to resign. Do you know that resignation sometimes is a blessing? Sometimes you have to find a calm way to tell your boss, sir, I'm giving the best I can with the hours I have here. I am given the best. It's not about coming from 8 o'clock to 6 p.m. Sir, it's about the heart. My heart is in this job, is in this business, is in the growth of this company and this organization. But first of all, sir, by law, spiritual laws, traditional law, and the law that governs marital union, I am a married woman. My first boss is my husband. I also know that there are scenarios where women are hardworking, making money, the man is lazy, he's not doing anything, and he's ordering you around. There are ways to go about it. Don't worry. Always stay tuned videos. Okay? Follow, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to this channel to help you know more and advise you more. Because many of you, actually, you are having these problems, but you don't have friends to talk to. And some of you have had bad experiences of friends giving you wrong advice on what to do that actually land your marriage in jeopardy. But I'm the URP. I'm dedicated to help a lot of you, millions of you out there, so that you can get it right. Because if you get it right, you have a good mindset and you actually know what you're all about. You have values to put out there. And when you see bad and evil things, you say, no, this is bad, this is evil. Ladies and gentlemen, I remain the URP. I'm WG Jackson, you're from the United States of Abia State, aka URP, aka USCS, Africa's numero uno. The first legit of the MRC, the criminal crop that I sit on the cake, walk your food now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the URP WG Jackson, and this is WG Series. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm the URP, signing out. Yeah. Oh.